nickname is Nikki, but my name ain't Nicole. Name ain't Nicole.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If I look crazy, it's because one of my friends on Twitter told me to try my foundation before eyeshadow because it makes things easier. So I did my foundation already. I have not did anything else but my foundation. Well, my brows were already done, but my foundation. So that's done, and it feels so weird, and I look so dead, but that's okay. That's okay. Today I'm going to be doing another softer look, and I'm looking down because I have the palette in my hand and I'm trying to cover the mirror because this mirror will blind everybody, and I don't want to do that. I'm not trying to get sued for hurting anybody's eyes. I'm going to be using my Morphe Your True Selfie 15T palette, and I'm going to use the shades Strike a Pose, No Filter Needed, Morphe Babe, and Blend the Rules. So Strike a Pose, No Filter Needed, which is this like shimmery copper shade, Blend the Rules, and then Morphe Babe. I'm going to create a softer look using this because I usually create a bold look and I look like, I don't know, I just look scary. But yeah, I'm going to be using those 4 shades to create something simple, easy, softer than what I normally do with this palette. So yeah, enough talking. Let's get started. So of course, Strike a Pose is going to be my first color that we're going to be using. If I look crazy, also my hair is still wet. It was in a bun and it was wet because I washed my hair last night, and I decided to let it air dry, and guess what? It's not dry. So, but Strike a Pose is going to go first. I really like this. If you don't have this palette, I'm going to tell you about this palette. I like this palette. I had this palette since like the second week of December, first week of December, something like that, and I've been using it a lot. Like, if you follow me on Instagram, you see hashtag Your True Selfie a lot because I like this palette. Why do I like this palette? First of all, there's not a lot of kickback. The only shade that I use that has kickback is No Filter Needed, and I think that's because I dropped this palette at one point and it broke because I dropped it while it was open and all of the craziness. But I dropped the palette, and so No Filter Needed had it broke, and I had to repress it. But so then when I use it now, that's the only color that is all over the pan actually. But other than that, you know, it's pretty good. I like the colors. My favorite color in here, obviously, aside from the green, the shimmery green artist shade, that's the name, is Morphe Babe. Obsessed with that shade, 100% obsessed. Don't know why. So then that's just like a wash of color there. That's good. Now this is a brush I don't show a lot on camera, but I use it to pack in color. This is the Morphe E15, and I'm going to go back into the shade Strike a Pose and just really pack it into the outer corner. And then I'm not gonna like blend it out too much as I did here. So then you can really see the color because it's actually very pretty. Like brick brown, like not a deep brick brown, but like, I don't know, I'm from Chicago and I've seen buildings this color, so it makes me think of buildings in Chicago. Like, see, that's the color without it being blended out, and I just shove it there. Of course I'm going to blend out this part so there's not any harsh line, but where it's going on the lid, we're not going to blend that out. I like this brush, but at the same time I don't, because since I've gotten it, and I bought this last year, it like falls apart. Like, it was falling apart when I took it out of the packaging. So that's a Morphe problem. So that's what this looks like when you don't blend it out. It's actually really pretty brown. And again, it makes me think of the apartments in my city. Heck, even my parents' house in the suburbs, there are bricks this color on the house, so it's like a brick brown, not a brick red, brick brown, and that's the thing. So I've been blending. I didn't want to do it on camera because, you know, you don't really want to see that, do you? But I've been blending the top half of the brow of the striker pose. I've been blending that, and I don't know how I feel about this foundation before, because look at all of that. But I guess he did say you couldn't conceal. I could wipe it off and then conceal. So yeah, I'm going to go into that shade, that brown copper shimmer shade, and no filter needed. Using my Anastasia Beverly Hills brush. I'm just gonna put a little bit of that right up in here. And I used a blue, and it stained this brush. Like, I've cleaned this brush 3 times now, and it's still blue, so now I'm scared. But the blue didn't stain. It was from ColourPop. It didn't stain my lid yesterday, but it stained my brush. Maybe the brush is just old. I don't know, but my brush is stained now, and that's kind of scary. Yeah, I don't know how I'm feeling about this foundation before shadow, because again, no filter needed. It's just, it's even breaking now. I shouldn't have dropped it. Probably didn't repress it enough, but it's definitely got fallout. Again, that's because it was broken, which I broke it. It didn't come broken. I feel like the shimmers in this palette, like, they're great, but they're also very fragile, because nothing else, but then again, artist didn't break, but nothing else broke but the shimmer shade. No filter needed. It broke, which is sad. There's a brush hair in my eye, and I gotta get it. Yay. So I decided to, after doing everything else on camera, I'm only going to use the Morphe Babe shade, which is this shade here on my lower lash line. I was gonna use Blend the Rules, but I changed my mind. Changed my mind. So I only used 3 shades out of this palette. Must be nice. I forgot I wet this brush. Still don't know how I feel about the foundation before eyeshadow. Like, of course I was able to go in and fix it with concealer, but like, I don't know, it felt weird. Leave a comment down below if you do your foundation first. Heck, apparently there are some people who do foundation before brows. But that's something I cannot do. Oh, a little more right under my lashes, because we're not doing lower lash liner today. Well, I probably should, because now I look like I have some type of disease, and I'm freaking myself out. Obviously the last step is lips, and lately for a neutral lip I have been loving, sorry, my chain. I've been loving using these two, which is the Bretman Rock Lippy pencil from the Lit Collection, Dukes, and this mini lippy stick in the shade Cookie. And this is the finished look. If I look irritated, I just got some really unfortunate news on top of all the crap that's been hitting me. And I just... Anyway, this is the finished look. I actually like how it turned out. We're doing the side part today. I was gonna do a ponytail, but the way my hair is set up, I would have to brush literally so long and so much, and anybody got time for that, because it's actually still wet right up in there. So no, we good. We just gonna leave it like this. My extensions are super long because my hair is all scraggly and wet, but it's fine. It's okay. I don't care because I'm too irritated to care right now. Anyway, that's it for this look. Thanks for watching. Bye.